picture, baby? Mama, I'm just
My favorite gym, look at my face. I just did a very hard for me workout. It was like a piece of cake for Dakota, but it was hard for me. Now I'm wiping down my treadmill while my children pull a sled. Good day. I'm beat. Bleh. Wow, you're so strong, Gideon. No. Yeah, Wonder Woman. Jeez, Grace. So wrong.
Remember, in your vaccine, so please advance. Right? So, boom, boom. Right? And then self-defense one, that's when the back leg is straight. Up, boom. Yep, step forward. So, there. The mustard guy.
Or no mustard, but
So either mustard, study, or pipe.
So if
The world is flat around. Me too. Do you think that the stars are actually just really light eyeballs? No.
Good morning. I am moving all of my furniture away from the wall, like all of it, like my bed and like all of our shelving and stuff. And Dakota moved the couch away from the wall last night. Anyway, we have the pest control coming today to give us a good service. When we first moved to Missouri, we had a regular service at the house that we bought. They came quarterly. And then once we moved to the apartment, we didn't do that because the apartment took care of that. And then we just haven't gotten it here in our house. And so back in our back bathroom, we saw a couple of ants, which was kind of odd that there was a couple, but thank goodness it was only a couple. And then in the room where we keep the cat food, we saw a few more ants, and we're just like, shoot, we need to get our service going. So today is the first day that the pest control guy is coming, and I'm super excited because I like having our house free of pests. Do not like bugs, obviously, but we're from Wyoming, and we used to get our house serviced quite often, actually, because it was in the family. Terminix was in our family. So once we moved here, we definitely wanted to get a service because they're just different, bigger, nastier types of bugs here. So anyway, I'm excited for the pest dude to come and then just rid our house of vermins, of like mostly ants. That's all what we've seen, and of course the occasional spider. But when we first moved to Missouri, we weren't able to move into the house that we bought yet. We were like 2 weeks, 10 days, something like that, out from being able to move into our house, close to the house that we bought here. And so we lived at an Airbnb for like 10 days. And it was a nice Airbnb in Springfield, Missouri. It was nice. The only problem, though, is the kitchen had a freak ton of ants. Like, ants everywhere. Like, we had to keep our stuff, like our food and stuff, off of the counters and like away from there. Like, we cleaned before we cooked anything. It was crazy. There was ants everywhere. And so since then we knew, like, yeah, we're definitely gonna need to get like a regular service or whatever. So that's what we're doing now. I had a friend come over this weekend and we made cookies. Well, I made cookies because I wanted like the best mom in the world award, and I think I won. Like, look at these. Delicious. They're so good that I'm gonna fail 75 hard for it. No. Just kidding. But they are super good. Oh yeah, she's eating a peanut butter ball. I made those, I think, last week.
Not last week.
I'm pretty sure.
Nom, nom, nom.
Anyway, these are so good you could fail 75 hard.
No, not me.
Just kidding.
Wait.
Barbara returns to human form, but the memory of being a cheetah does not leave her. She still has a dual nature, seemingly making it impossible for her to be truly happy, to be truly herself in her eager form. Eventually, she turns in her form as the cheetah in order to save her friends, and once back in the animalistic mindset, she does not want to become human again. However, Wonder Woman never gives up hope that her old friend can be cured of her feral tendencies. As the cheetah, Barbara Ann does not retain any physical imperfections from her human form.
Out here getting my steps in. About to read my 10 pages. Drink the last of my water to drink my gallon for today. And anyway, getting stuff done. Prioritizing a lot of things earlier in the day. Because I have, like you saw on the last couple slides over, I have a new job that I'm doing every evening, night, or whatever. So try to get these things done as soon as possible. And anyway, having a part-time job outside of the house is not my ideal situation. But if you don't change, nothing changes. So if you want change, change. And we're in desperate need of some changes, especially financial. And so got myself a job. That being said, I am unwilling to sacrifice our family's values, our family's core values, and the standards by which we live. And I am not willing to sacrifice how we desire to raise our children and how we desire to educate our children. Not willing to sacrifice that. So there's other things that we have to do, like me getting a job in the evening to where I'm still able to school, educate our children during the day, and spend that quality time raising them and spending time with them during the day. And then when Dakota gets off work, he's here with them to continue spending time with them and raising them, because I'll be darned if we send them off to be raised or educated by anybody other than ourselves. So there are things that you can do that does not compromise your family's core values. And if you don't have core values for yourself or for your family, you need to sit down with your family or sit down with yourself and actually talk those out, write those things out. You should have core values of yourself and of your family so that you have something to base every decision off of that lines up with your entire family's goals for your life and where you want to head, where you're, for your future, the direction you want to head for your future together as a team with your family. And even if it's just you all by yourself, you need to make sure you have the goals and values written down for yourself so you know how to proceed in decision making. Okay.